Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Embrace My Melanin. It's your girl Rochelle, and in today's video, as you saw by the title, the much awaited review on Miss Pat McGrath Labs, her foundation. Y'all, I picked up the foundation, well I should say it actually got delivered to me yesterday, and I finally got my hands on it, the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. Also, I got the perfecting powder. Okay, I got the foundation in the shade Deep 32 and I got the powder in the shade Deep 5. So if you want to see how I got this face right here, okay, please keep on watching. Here we go. I'm just so excited to try this. I've been waiting to try this since they announced that she was going to be coming out with a foundation. So excited right now. Okay, alrighty, so my face is primed. Okay, and here is the foundation. All right, and when you open it, guys, this thing is so heavy. Oh my goodness, it is heavy. You are paying for packaging also. In this $68 foundation, you are paying for packaging. Okay, but here it is. All right, so pretty. Okay, now as you guys know, it retails for $68. It comes in 36 shades. Okay, it promises medium coverage, a natural finish, and is a liquid foundation. Okay, but now it says that it sets itself. Okay, so it is a buildable, perfecting coverage, weightless texture, sublime satin finish, runway tested, mother approved. I love that. Okay, but here it is, and like I said, I picked mine up in shade number 32, Deep 32, and I just went online and did their shade match. So let's see how it matches to me. I'm a little nervous, but let's see. Okay, it does say shake well, that's why I'm shaking it like this. Okay, oh, all right, okay, there's a shade right there. Alrighty then, you can see it's liquidy. It is liquidy. So, okay, and it says to use it with your hand to give coverage, and then you can build up from there. So, okay, let's do this. I'm so nervous. Okay, so what I'm going to do on one side of my face, I'm going to use it with my hands, and the other side of my face, I'll use a brush. Okay, so let's go. Okay, oh, okay. All right, so this is the side of my face with the foundation. And this is the side of my face with, not the side of my face. This is the side of my face without the foundation, okay? So without and with, okay? And guys, it's beautiful. Okay, the finish, because it promises a satin natural finish. If you look at my skin on this side with nothing on it, it does give a skin finish, a natural skin finish. It's absolutely beautiful to me. And it says skin-like, and it's not that bad. I have foundations that are much darker than this, I will say that. So if you decide to put it on with your fingers. So this is not bad. This is actually really, really pretty. And this is more of a natural skin finish, so if you do want to build it up, you can. I think I am going to build mine up, but okay, let's just keep going because this is beautiful. I love this. All right, so I'm going to finish and put the rest of this on this side of my face, but I am going to use a brush. So for this side of my face, I'm going to put it on with a brush, and I'm going to be using the Morphe M439 brush right here. Okay, let's go in. Liquidy. it gives good coverage, guys. I mean, it didn't completely cover my scarring down here, but it did a good job. Okay, so here it is. Here's my face with done by my hand and then done by my brush. Is it me, or do I like the side that was done by my hand more than the side I like that was done with my brush? Wow, it's so pretty. You know what? Wow. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since it says it's self-setting, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this set down, and I'm gonna do my brows, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see if I wanna add another layer on, because this is beautiful. This is a very beautiful coverage. I love it. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so it's been a few minutes and I let it dry down, and guys, it's still beautiful. It's a skin light look. Now, one thing that I did notice is that, of course, here on this side, when I applied it with my fingers, it did give it just a little bit more of a skin-like natural skin finish, whereas on this side it does seem like it's built up just a little bit more, not overly cakey or anything like that, because it's still skin-like, but just absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So you know what? I'm gonna put on another layer because I want to see how it does with another layer. But as of right now, with just one layer on here, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. So let me go in with another layer and go in again, because I like it how it is. I'm gonna go in with my hands again, okay? Or you know what? I'll go in with my hands on this side and I'll go in with the brush on this side. Let's just see. Okay, so here it is on this side after I just finished applying the layer. Still skin light, but it is buildable, so it did build up the coverage. At first, I will say I was a little nervous when I started putting it on. I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that because it'll move the product underneath it. But it didn't. It stayed true. It stayed where it was, and I just kept blending it in, and it feels really good when you do blend it in with your hands. I will say that, because it just felt good. It felt like you were just blending in something into your skin, massaging something into your skin. So it felt good. I may be a little crazy like that, but it did feel good, okay? Okay, so here's my face, okay? I just finished applying the second layer on this side, okay? It did, yet again, build the coverage. I love the coverage on it when you build it up. It does look nice. I think just looking at it how it is now, I probably would have preferred just having that more natural skin look. It was, to me, it was more beautiful because I just love that look, that natural skin satin look, okay? So it just looked prettier to me, okay? But then I like the natural satin. So this is a dream for me as far as the finish goes. The finish, this is a dream for me right here, okay? So I'm gonna let this set down for just a couple of minutes because I did literally just finish doing my face. So I'm gonna let this set down since it says it's self-setting, and I'm going to see what it do, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, here I am, and I am back, okay? It's been a few minutes and I let this set down, okay? So what I'm gonna do really quick is I am going to, I'm gonna put on a more natural concealer, and then I'm gonna set my face with the setting powder, okay? All right, so that is the powder, the concealer. I just use since I don't have a high-end concealer that's more of a natural shade to me, I just use my ColourPop no filter concealer in the shade number Deep Dark 56. Okay, now as far as the powder goes, okay, really pretty packaging. Just slide that on up. Okay, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Setting Powder. Okay, so let's see here, there's nothing on the package that will help me at all. Okay, so I'm going to go online. It says to use this to set a foundation, dip the Sublime Perfection powder brush, which is sold separately. I don't have that. It says into the silken powder only on the top of the brush. Gently apply powder by sweeping the brush across your face. It says use sparingly to maintain the sublime silken effect. Okay, all right, so with this particular setting powder, it says a brilliantly buildable ultra weightless luxe setting powder that imparts radiant perfection in 5 shades, is formulated to match any skin tone. Okay, it says that this ultra weightless buildable loose setting powder delivers major soft focus effects. Okay, the sheer veil of coverage ensures skin looks radiantly naturally refined in a divine finish, and it blurs the look of imperfections for long-lasting makeup that stays flawlessly in place. Okay, so with that being said, okay, we're going to set this. I am going to be using my IT Cosmetics, my IT brushes here, and this is the Heavenly powder brush. Is a very big dome fluffy brush. Okay, but here is the powder and the packaging. Very basic, simple packaging. You do get 5 grams of powder inside here. Okay, and that if I'm not mistaken, this powder costs $55. Now mind you, unfortunately they did not have this powder available at Sephora, so I did order mine online at Pat McGrath's website. And it reminds me of I forgot what that the Becca Hydro Mist setting powder. It reminds me of that packaging because it does have a little bin right here, almost like the Huda setting powder, but it looks like this one is just a little bit more accessible in the powder. Okay, but here is the brush. It says just the tip. Okay, and what I'm going to do, since it's covered in powder, I'm going to get that powder down into the brush, and then let's see. Okay, all right, so I do see where this powder would add just a little bit more coverage, because this thing is so pigmented. When I tell you, this powder is very rich in shade. Let's see here. You can't see it on the back of my hand. It's very rich in shade. I want to show you on the front of my hand, because on the back of my hand you really can't see it that much. But and it's actually it's actually coming off kind of muddy on the back of my hand, but it's not. It's very rich and very, very pigmented, and that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like right there. So all right, so I'm gonna finish my face, and then I gotta go because I gotta go to work. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right, and here I am back. Okay, didn't do much today because I am running just a little late. Okay, I put on a little blush, little eyes, and of course I have my Pat McGrath lip gloss on. This is in the shade number Bronze Temptation. Okay, absolutely beautiful color, just a flush of color across the lips, and I want to wear that today. Okay, so I'm going out, I'm going to work as always, and by the time you guys see me, I will have it done at least a good 8-hour day, and I'm going to try to catch some footage in between then. Okay, but I'm on my way to work, and I will be right back. But I can tell you this off the rip, overall I'm loving this look. It's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Ooh, mother approved. Ooh, and I'm beginning to sweat. That's just how hot it is in this apartment right now. But I will be right back. And let's see how this works with me sweating, because, yo, it's just hot. And let me just, real quick, let's see how it lasts. Okay, so you can block the sweat off, because I had an issue with that with another foundation that I used, and it took all the product off. But I'm on my way, and I'll be back. All right, and I am back, okay? And here is my face. Let me get a close up. Okay, so when I left off camera earlier, when I left out, when you last saw me, it was right at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was on my way to work, okay? Now it's almost 7 o'clock at night. So basically, I've had this on my face for almost 10 hours now, okay? Well, I guess you could say a little bit over 10 since I actually started applying it right at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, 8:15 in the morning, okay? But here is my face, and guys, okay, so I can honestly tell you, when I left off camera, okay, you saw that the sweat bubbles started popping up, because my circulation here in my apartment is not that good at the moment, because it is a hot Georgia summer. However, as soon as I got inside my car and went on to work, it dried down and my face remained flawless, okay? This foundation, guys, this foundation is everything, okay? Now, as you can see by my face, it looks like the sweat is coming back because, like I said, it's hot inside this apartment still, but I'm gonna insert a clip from earlier today while I was sitting at my desk. I did take a clip of my face right around at the 6-hour mark, okay? The only thing that was shiny on my face was my nose. Some of the oils had just began to peek out. But other than that, my face stayed flawless. Flawless. All day long. A beautiful, beautiful natural finish. Oh my, when I say absolutely gorgeous, I don't think I will ever probably speak this highly about a foundation other than my Dior foundation, because that sweat proof on that Dior baby is just everything. But I don't think I would speak as highly about a natural skin finish, satin finish foundation like the Pat McGrath foundation. I will say this foundation is so beautiful if you like a natural skin, natural satin finish, okay? If you're more of a matte coverage, full on, a thick, beautiful, flawless, full coverage girl, you might not like this. You might not like this. Seeing as that you can get a full coverage for a much more affordable price. For example, of course, Juvia's, and then of course also with Dior. Dior is only, if I'm not mistaken, Dior is only $40, and of course Juvia's, if I'm not mistaken, it is only $15, $20, okay? So you could get something more affordable with that full-on coverage, but this beautiful satin finish, guys, this is just a beautiful natural skin finish. Now, as you can see, the sweat is coming through, okay? Now, what I will do real quick is I'm just going to take a clean sponge, well, clean on one side. I'm going to take this sponge right here, and I'm just going to pat that area where the sweat is. But as you can see, the foundation did not move, okay? I'm going to do it right here on the center of my forehead. Okay. Did not move. Has not moved, okay? This foundation is absolutely just gorgeous, beautiful, stays put even throughout humidity. And then, mind you, it does not say best used in humid environments or sweat-proof or anything like that, but I am sweating and it's still lasting even when I pat the perspiration from my face, okay? It is still holding true, staying in place, and still gives me a very beautiful skin-like finish, okay? Now, when I put on the foundation earlier and I put on one half with the brush and the other half I do it with my fingers. Now, I will say, I know I did it wrong. I was supposed to start in the center of my face and then spread it outwards, okay? I did not do that. I went in straight like as if it was a moisturizer, okay? So I know I did that wrong, but even still, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful foundation. And like I said earlier, I think I actually like the side that I use with me using my fingers and my hand better than I like when I put it on with the brush, which is very shocking to me, which is very shocking to me. I loved it. And that first finish when I first put it on with just that one layer, for me, even though I have scarring down here on my jaw, that was enough for me. I love that very light, natural skin-like finish. But I am happy that I did put on another layer because it is buildable and it did cover my scars and it did blur that out. Now, that was very important to me because I know there's so many people that do have scarring on their face, and the one thing that they're very much so apprehensive about is covering those scars, acne scars, hyperpigmentation, or anything like that. So that was very important that I did layer it up so that I could see what it did, how it do, and it did beautifully, absolutely beautifully. Now, the powder, okay? Now I'm going to show you the powder one more time, okay? I can honestly say that with this powder, I don't think that there's another powder as deep as this powder right here, okay? I went through my collection. I did go through my collection. And the two that I think that come kind of close to being this rich, I only have two. We have the Too Faced Ethereal, I think it's called the Ethereal Too Faced Born This Way powder. And then there's also the Huda Beauty powder, cake face powder, I think that's what it's called, okay? But the Huda powder too. They're both really, really rich in color, especially the Too Faced. Very, very nice and very rich in color, but not this rich. This is rich and beautiful. I will say this about this powder. I believe I heard somebody say on one of their videos that this is more of a translucent powder. For me, it added just a little bit more coverage, in my opinion, okay? I felt because it's such a rich color, I felt that it did add just a little bit more color. I wouldn't necessarily say it's translucent, at least not this dark shade. I'm not sure about the other ones, but in my experience with this dark, beautiful, rich, dark shade, yo, this is absolutely, look at that, through the sweat. Let me calm down, okay? Just absolutely gorgeous. And even with the sweat, it does not cake up, because that was the first thing I was thinking. I was like, dang, I just set my face, it's going to cake up. It didn't. It did not cake up at all. It just stayed beautiful. Just absolutely, positively gorgeous, guys. So with this, y'all, with this foundation and with this powder, and if I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is so beautiful and so rich. It did blur out those pores just a little bit more, and it was just beautiful. So with all that being said, I can honestly say, guys, they cost a pretty penny. $68 and $55. They cost a pretty penny, but when I tell you, it's so well worth it. I would not lie to you. If it was garbage, if it was, I would be sitting up here being like, not it, fam. Nope. Don't waste your money. Don't do that to yourself. Don't even, if you was trying to save up for it, don't do it. I'm sorry. It's worth it. Okay. If you like a natural satin skin finish, you're gonna love this. This is absolutely beautiful. It's just beautiful, and it still gives a natural finish. I am truly amazed. If you wanted to try it, I promise you, you're going to love it. I would highly recommend this foundation and this powder. Now, I did not get the primer, okay? And I would say if you want to get the primer, it is totally up to you. I probably will try the primer later on in the future, just not right now because I'm supposed to be on a no buy, but I'm still buying. Okay, so if you want to try, and if I'm not mistaken, on the Pat McGrath website, the primer is $60, the foundation is $68, and the powder is $55. Okay, all together separately, if I'm not mistaken, I think it came up to $100, and I think it came up to like $173 or $178. Please excuse my math if I am wrong. I will link it somewhere. I will leave it somewhere here on the screen. So if you do get the whole bundle for $150 for the primer, the powder, and the foundation, it will only cost you $150 as opposed to $170 plus. Okay, so you will be saving a good bit of money, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, after a certain amount, the postage was free. So I think I spent only $55 on this powder, and the postage was free because I had to get the powder from Pat McGrath's website online instead of me buying it at Sephora because they didn't have the shade available at Sephora. Just wanted to let you know, they don't have it available there, I guess, as of yet. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, I think somebody said the powders weren't available in the store either. Well, at least not at her store. Okay. But overall, with all of that being said, I promise you, if you pick this up, you will not regret it. I promise you, this is an amazing foundation. The powder is pretty freaking great too. I enjoyed it. If anything changes, I will get back with you, I promise. But overall, Pat McGrath, Mother Pat, you did it. You did your damn thing on that one, sis. Give you the snaps, baby. You did it on this one, okay? But with all that being said, this is an amazing foundation. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If it helped you decide on whether or not you're going to purchase this foundation, please leave it down below in the comments if this helped any at all. If you still think it possibly might be worth the $68. Ooh, that's $68, y'all. If you think it's still going to be worth it, please leave it down below, and whether or not you still plan on picking it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like me and my brand of crazy just a little bit, go ahead and click the subscribe button, okay? I hope you guys have a great day whenever you are watching this, and remember to stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.